can you hear me?
Yes, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, where do I continue, please?
I was discussing the encumbrances that women go through to succeed in the real estate profession. Hello,
That's here, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Please continue, madam.
Okay. The encumbrances that women encounter in the real estate profession, the first is the gender inequality, discrimination against women on the basis of their culture, some on the basis of their religion, some on the basis of their biology and psychology. And some also see them as weaker vessels. And because they are weaker vessels, then everybody thinks, oh, she cannot attain any managerial position. And then another encumbrance that hinders women in attaining such a height is the gender stereotyping, where everyone thinks, oh, a woman's place is in the kitchen. Even like I said, that the woman should just do a lot of exploits from the other room or even out there. We know she doesn't reside there permanently. The encumbrance that a woman normally is her family responsibilities. The woman bears the obligation to be home most of the time to accomplish this. Another encumbrance that they have is motherhood. Nobody ever wishes to lose its director or manager to 3 months of or more of maternity leave. And even more woman hours to antenatal and immunization programs. This is also a hindrance, and people think, oh, the hem of affairs. We also have the risk aversity. Fortune favors the brave, may take career progression. That is the truth. Then, however, much is not known about the physiognomies of successful women career advancement in Nigeria's real estate industry. Now, this study investigates the following. What are the enablers of women career progression in Nigeria's real estate industry? Now, these enablers are the level of education, the exposure, the experience, the economic stereotypes, the employee performance, the entrepreneurship, the survival tendency. Then other enablers are the professional training, the professional clarity, the politics savvy, the social organizational culture, the prestige, and the class. The methodology. What are the sources of data? The primary source of data was emailed questionnaire, male and female, to really know what are the hindrances that women have in attaining managerial positions in the real estate profession, especially in Nigeria, and then bringing it down to the southeast of Nigeria, the 5 states of the southeast, that is the study area. Now, the population of the study basically were the women on managerial cadre of estate surveying evaluation firms. Then the technique, the convenience, and the units of top management women who are active. And then those Google forms were sent to branch platform, not nationwide, but those in the southeast of Nigeria. And then the reliability is the Chromebacks Alpha, which showed the 0.907 reliability. The method of data analysis.
Hello, Mrs. Onyekolo.
The principal components analysis. Those of them who are and then yes, can you hear me?
Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Go ahead. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Can you hear me? Hello?
We can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Now we're looking at the women careers, the success physiognomies. So those of them who are successful in the career, it's the level of their education, the level of their experience, the economic stereotypes, the employee performance, the entrepreneurship, and the prestige class. Now, having looked at that, the result is this. The level of education and exposure and experience indicated a 6.560 N values. And then the survival tendency, 4.937, the professional training, 4.164, the family support, 3.302, the professional clarity, 2.4, the politics savvy, 1.801, and then the reputation, 1.509. It was observed that key enablers of women career progression in the Nigerian estate industry were first their level of education, and then secondly the level of exposure, thirdly their level of experience, the survival tendency, and now what are the recommendations that we'll have so that we'll have a lot of women attain managerial positions in the real estate industry, especially in the southeast. The first recommendation is a boost education and experience through active participation in internal stroke external professional activities. The second is to enhance the exposure via multilateral professional networking, relationship management, and social connectivity, especially with successful women leaders. The use of societal stereotype as motivation to refute doubters who think that women are unable to do anything. So the research generally looked at what hinders women from participating actively under the real estate, and I'm recommending that women should start coming out and then stop being in the kitchen or seen as being at the helm of affairs in the kitchen or in the other room, but they should come out and discuss and meet with other women who have made it in the real estate industry, because there is more to be done in the real estate than we have now. And thank God women are coming up. So I'm encouraging younger women to come up to in the real estate and join others, join the bandwagon of other women who are embedded in the real estate. And then they'll see that there is a lot to be gained being a professional than just relegating yourself to the background. Thank you for listening. Hello.
Thank you very much, madam, for a wonderful presentation and indeed a wonderful paper. I think the women here will take some of the things you have noted here personal, and I'm seeing Mrs. Frances Madu. The way she took a keen interest in the paper, I don't know if she has anything to tell us with respect to the paper. Madam, can you please unmute yourself, please?
Good afternoon, Dr. Iwurum. I've heard everything. I really enjoyed the presentation. There is nothing to add to it. I think everything she did was on point. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, madam. Seems that we have lost. Okay. I can see her video. Mrs. Onyekwele, you can still hear us, right?
Oh.
Okay, very good. Please, any questions for Mrs. Onyekwele? Okay, so we have to move on. We have to move on to. Hello.
Hello. Yes, Mrs. Onyekwele.
Okay, Professor Embo, can you go on, please?
Yes, she's advocating pulling out the women from the other room. Do you feel that pulling out, if women are put out from the other room, it's not going to affect the marriage institution? What we have in other clients now, where the marriage institution is broken down completely. Are you advocating that we pull out women, estate surveyors and valuers from the other room? Is it not going to affect the marriage institution? That's my question, a general note. Thank you.
Okay, sir. No, I'm not trying to pull out the women from the other room. Like I just mentioned earlier, our second keynote presenter is a woman here in Enugu, in the Nigerian Institute of Enugu Surveyors and Valuers, the Enugu branch chapter. There are women too. They don't remain permanently, and it's usually good to help the man out, assist in the homekeeping, which is not just training of the children, financially too. I'm also advocating that women should come out and practice their profession adequately. They can combine both. I know they can combine both.
But there are no hindrances to women from coming out. Okay.
Sorry?
Thank you. No, I'm saying, do you identify any hindrances to women taking leadership roles? Any hindrances at all? Because in other professions, for example, law and other, women have taken over. The teaching profession, they've taken over. And other leadership roles, they have taken over. So are you envisaging any peculiar problems with regards to the real estate industry, with regards to women?
Yes, I don't know if it's because of the nature of their practice. You know, the real estate practice, it's a bit cumbersome. So women, one is that a lot of them don't even show the interest, they don't come out. Every one of them is relegated to the background because they think, oh, it's a tedious work. But those of them who summon courage to come out are really making it out there. So I'm trying to encourage those of them at the background to come out and see that there are women out there already attaining managerial positions. Initially, it wasn't like this. We have never had a female chairman. We have never had a female vice chairman. Like I mentioned, a keynote speaker. So when they see that, oh, there are some women who are already there, they'll be encouraged to come out and participate fully in the real estate industry. And then they shouldn't allow the gender stereotype to affect them to think, oh, it's all for the men only. No, it's not for the men only. It's also for the women too.
Okay, madam. Like I said, the paper is quite wonderful and relevant because, especially in Africa, the gender stereotyping is something else. They say a woman's place is in the kitchen, and but looking at that, from my own experience as a lecturer in the real estate industry, estate management, from being a student to being a lecturer, I've noticed that in my classes, we have more of the female population than the male population. However, this is not transcended when it comes to practice. You may even find a situation whereby the top student in the class, who actually may be a female student, will now graduate, and then when it comes to practice, she's serving as secretary to classmates who is a male. So it's worth looking into the encumbrances that deter women career progression in the real estate industry. Having mentioned that, on the contrary, also pleased to announce that during our presentation, we talked about somebody being the vice president of Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers, Enugu branch. Vice chairman, please, the vice chairman. And it's my pleasure to announce that she's also here with us. And I'll be bringing her up for her to share her secrets, how she was able to rise through the profession to become the vice chairman of the profession for Enugu branch. Dr. Njideka Agwome, please.
Thank you, Dr. Uru. Well, there is no magic in it. First of all, for women like us, in this profession, we have more of men in practice than women. So for you to stand out, first of all, you have to be hardworking. You have to be dedicated. Above all, you have to be highly disciplined. If you're not disciplined, you cannot make it as a woman, because we face so many challenges in the profession, in practice. So you have to be highly disciplined, you have to be dedicated, and of course, you have to be hardworking. Again, you need to go a step further. After your first degree, you need to go at least a step or 2 steps further. As women, in academics, as women, we need to, move higher than the men for us to be recognized. I want to comment on what Prof said, Professor Emo. The presenter actually did not mean that women should stop cooking in the kitchen. I still cook for my family, but there has to be a balance. The family should not suffer, the profession should not suffer. So both have to be in line so that everything will work out. Thank you.